Well guys, welcome back to the channel. This morning we got a fun package that just showed up. Now our good friends over at LOWGLOW sent over a nice little care package for us. So huge shout out to the team there, Jordan, Patty, Aaron, Drew. Shout out to all of you guys. They overnighted me a LOWGLOW kit. Now, if you guys have been following me for a very long time now, a couple years ago, I used to run LOWGLOW on my 17 STi until I kind of went full track mode. And they have been itching for me to put a new kit on one of my cars. And today is going to be that day. I am putting LOWGLOW on the giveaway STi. But I apologize, I was doing so good with my daily uploads and then I just stopped uploading. There's a lot of stuff that happened in my personal life. I had to say goodbye to my kitty that I've had since I was a baby, so that was hard. I got sick. I don't know if you guys can still tell, I'm a little bit stuffy. Getting over sickness. I've had quite a few things pop up and I've just not been able to make you guys a video. But this should be a fun way back into making these fun videos for you guys. And I completely forgot they rebranded, or they made a new design for all of their LOWGLOW boxes. But here it is. So badass. All right, well, let's head over to the shop, get the LOWGLOW installed, but also give you guys some updates with the other Hawkeye. All right, well, we just got to the shop and of course it is raining, but let me give you guys an update with what's going on with the Hawkeye. Last video you guys saw was a horrible failed attempt of cleaning up all of the rusty, corroded parts on this car. And yeah, that was the last thing you guys heard with this car. I actually filmed another video. I was here till 4 a.m. getting all of the hubs, everything back together on the car. I'm now able to put wheels on this car, drop it, and essentially start building the motor for this car. There's still a few things I need to do here and there on this, like bleed the brakes, a lot of stuff like that. But this car will roll how it is. But unfortunately, I did not like the video, how it turned out at all, so I scratched this entire video. But there's the update with that. We're waiting on a few more parts to get the motor built. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to have this car running by the time the giveaway is over, as the giveaway ends in a little over 24 hours from when you guys are seeing this video, I believe. So unfortunately, that's not gonna happen, but we are making some pretty decent progress with this car. So that is the update with that Hawkeye. We'll start those videos very soon here. Dude, what the hell? Every time I come to my shop, my Honda is uncovered. This is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on there, but that is the most annoying thing. Every single time I come to my shop for the past week now, it is uncovered, and I know I'm covering it because I have the bungee cords that hold it shut. I don't know, something fishy's going on here. It is so weird, and I think I've said this before in a video. This giveaway is almost over, and this will soon be going to its new owner. After that, I don't have a running car. The STi, as you guys can see, no motor, isn't running. The Hawkeye, no motor, isn't running. Granted, that car will be running pretty soon here, but it's not running right now. And then we have our Honda, which obviously that's in nowhere close to a running form. That thing is just, it's torn apart. So it is very weird. I have not had a non-running car in quite a while, since I started YouTube, I think. So over a year. So it's gonna be a weird feeling coming to my shop with only broken cars. Cars inside. It is currently raining outside, so the car is a little wet, but that should not be an issue since we are working underneath the car this time. The place right in front of me is our fancy LOWGLOW kit. Now they make this installation process so easy if you've never installed LOWGLOW before or any underglow before. I've installed LOWGLOW before, so I know exactly how this works. You open it up, you get your goodies. You have your front strips, side strips, and rear strips. The nice thing about these is they are all custom sizes. You get these sizes that fit your car. So really cool feature. That way you know for a fact that this kit will fit. So we have our front, side, and rear. We have our connecting points, whatever you want to call it. A metric ton of zip ties, which is always awesome. And here is the instruction sheet. And then can't forget the controller that controls all of the underglow. And then they send a full installation instructions with a QR code to their YouTube video showing you how to install this. Very, very cool. And then it shows a little bit more detail of the strips itself and what's all included. Now I have done this before on the 17 STi. You guys do not recall, yes, I had the LOWGLOW on that car. Finally decided to take it off when I went drag racing because the car is no longer low. It's a little goofy in my opinion, but this car is not lowered either. So we're gonna find out how goofy it looks on a stock car. But then also they sent over some rubber trim, and I'll show you guys what this is used for after we get this installed. Now I'm sure a bunch of you guys are punching the air right now saying, why the hell are you putting underglow on the giveaway car? I think it's funny and it's good to have fun and mess around sometimes. So that is what we're doing today, and supporting the homies. I love the team over at LOWGLOW. So that is why we're doing this, just to see how it looks and maybe get some like Fast and Furious vibes out of this car. Also, it is completely removable. If whoever wins this car does not want to have underglow, the world's best underglow on this car, they can simply remove it. There's no harm done, there's no drilling in the car. It's a very, very easy thing to remove. So that is why we're doing this. So to start things off, I think we are going to start with wiring in the controller and the kill switch so we can have a kill switch placed inside this car. If I remember correctly, just in this box, yep, is just the controller itself, and then we have to open up one of these bags. This is where the relay, the battery terminal, everything else is on here. And they even include a nice little 10 amp fuse. And then also we have our nice little kill switch that we're gonna go ahead and run inside the car. This way your battery won't get drained. You just hit the kill switch and it'll cut the circuit. That way you're not ending up with a dead battery. All right guys, off camera here, I got the kill switch placed inside the car. Was a huge pain in the ass. I hate feeding stuff through the firewall. But here is the other end of the connector that we'll go ahead and get this tucked up once we get the controller mounted to the battery. But I went through the inspection hole further down in the firewall. I'll show you guys here. On the GD, the hole right there. And we have the kill switch right there. I think I'm gonna mount it somewhere hidden down here, just so it's out of the eyesight. That way it makes it a cleaner look. But I destroyed my arm trying to squeeze my hand between the top mount and all of this stuff, trying to get my hand down there. But there we go. Now let's go ahead and get the controller and modules all wired up. So here is the controller, and it's very nicely labeled. You have your red, yellow, white wire. And if you see here on the controller, you have your white, yellow, red. We're gonna go ahead and unscrew these screws here, feed it in, and then tighten it up. and that's all we have to do for this. And then this is what connects your 2 front LED strips. All right, guys, here we go. It looks like a wiring nightmare, but I'll get this tucked and cleaned up after we get everything working. Here is the module, and right underneath the car, here is what is called your Y-split. We're gonna have a strip that goes this way and this way, and each of those connects to the starting point of these strips. So right now we are getting ready to place down our front strips, but before we go ahead and adhere these, we're gonna go underneath the car with a microfiber and some degreaser and isopropyl alcohol to clean off the surface. That way we get the best possible adhesion we can. All right, we just went through with some 91% isopropyl. Got the bottom of this all smooth, no contaminants. It looks like crap because there was a lip on here. But now we're gonna go ahead and pull out the strips and start adhering these. All right, there we go. We have the front strips completed now. As you guys can see here, I tucked it as far back as I can so the LED strips are not visible to your eye when you're looking at the car like this, because the one thing I hate with people that do underglow is making it so their LEDs are visible. This way, with it tucked, you won't be able to see, but also have a fun surprise to ensure that you're not able to see it after we're done with the install. And like I've mentioned, the wiring is kind of hanging loose right now because nothing is in its final form. But as you guys can see here, it starts in the middle and it's gonna split off. You're going to have, it's color chasing, so you're gonna have it go this way, and it's gonna wrap around the car. This is the best look for underglow and the best underglow money buys, essentially. So I'm really excited. Now we have this connection, and we need to get our extension harness, go over the wheel well, tuck it, so we can start on the side skirts. I'm really curious to see how this turns out. I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty ricey. I already know this doing this, it's just fun, so why not do it? But there is a chance, there is that small chance that it will look absolutely like amazing. All right, we just got the extension harness wrapped around the fender well, and here it sits. Obviously, it's not final like I keep saying. Now we can go ahead and place down the side strips. I already went ahead and isopropyled and got the surface all clean. So now we can go ahead and open up our side strips. All right, the reason we have the rear end of this car jacked up right now is I need to put another extension harness so I can get power to the rear strips, but there is no way to do this in the wheel well. So I need to get the car in the air and look at the possibility of mounting the extension harness on the frame rail itself. It's gonna be nearly impossible for you guys to see, but we got the extension all connected and ready to feed our last 2 strips that are going on the rear. Now, all generation Subaru rears are horrible for low glow. It was horrible on my 17 STi, and it is bad on here as well. but I think I found a solution. If I were to put the LOWGLOW strips here, you'd be able to see them clear as day, which I don't want. But right here is the frame rail. So I think I'm going to put the strips on the frame rail. You will never be able to see it with your eye, but it should be able to be visible on the road. At least I hope. I almost forgot the most important part of this LOWGLOW kit installation. The LOWGLOW is now placed on the car. You can't see any of the LED strips from pretty much any level, but when they're on, it's a lot easier to see the strips. But what LOWGLOW decided to start selling as an add-on with their kits, let me get this out of here. They decided to start selling, it's like rubber insulation, essentially, 3M. You stick this in front of the light. So that way, with this on there, you can't visually see the LED strips. You're only able to see the reflection from the ground. We just got all of that rubber molding put on. You guys can see the rubber molding, but nowhere can you see an LED strip. Obviously, I still have to tuck some stuff up. I'm hoping this looks really good. My hopes are up here right now. I feel like reality is gonna be down here, but we are ready to go ahead and pop in the fuse and see how this looks. And there we go, guys. The giveaway STi is now rocking underglow. This is absolutely amazing. I feel like a child right now. And here is the kill switch. I still need to mount this up, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit it. And it kills the underglow. Oh, that's actually amazing. It honestly, truthfully, does not look as bad as I thought. Since I think the car isn't lowered, I think the best option for the underglow would be like a solid color, whether it's like red, something like that, yellow. I don't know if the color chasing lights are gonna look the best. It's also still pretty light outside, but okay, that's pretty sick. All right, guys, it is now dumping rain yet again, so I can't really go outside to film the LOWGLOW. Plus, it's not dark enough yet. So I think the game plan is wait till it's a little bit darker outside, pick you guys back up, and show you the end result of the Hot Boy Underglow. Or Ricey Boy, whatever you want to call it. I'm a fan, it just makes me giggle. I think it's just funny. So, well, apparently the rain is not supposed to stop. It's supposed to rain all night tonight and all day tomorrow. So let's go out and show you guys the end result. But also, if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you know that the shop used to not be this color. And you'd be correct, we just painted the shop and I think it looks a million times better than the gross brown that it used to be. We're also painting the house, but ran into an issue. But yeah, little shop update. All right, well, we have the underglow currently on, and currently it's on just some random mode, but there is an app you can use. This one here, I have to find our device. And there we go. Now I can change it to whatever color I want. You can also change stuff like your speed, your brightness, stuff like that. Okay, maybe the underglow is a little goofy on this completely stock car, but regardless, it's fun. So now I do wonder if it would look a lot better at nighttime. I'm sure with this car lowered, I'm sure it'd look baller. Just the fact that this car is completely stock and then you throw underglow at it is a little goofy. But honestly, it's kind of fun. I don't know if you guys agree with that as well, but it's fun. But speaking of which, guys, by the time you guys are watching this video, there is just over 24 hours left to get entered to win this car. September 1st, the website gets shut down and you can no longer enter to win this car. Every $1 you guys spend on my website will get you 2 automatic entries to win this car. During the last week, I am running a 2x bonus entry. So make sure you guys snag your entries and you could be taking home this car. But don't miss out, guys. Make sure to check out the website and I will be flying one of you guys out to take delivery of your STi. Also, best of luck to absolutely everyone who has entered this giveaway. Also, huge thank you for supporting and entering the giveaway. Soon, we will find out who the lucky winner of this car is. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.